And greetings YouTube gamers, welcome to the first episode of Retro Raider of 2020. My name is Johnny Retro and welcome back to the channel. That's right guys, a brand new year, a brand new decade, and let me tell you, I have a feeling that 2020 is going to be an amazing year. And speaking about video games and video game consoles, well, this year is going to be amazing for our hobby, not only in terms of games, but also brand new consoles. A brand new generation is coming, PS5 is on the horizon, the brand new Xbox has already been announced, and I mean, it all comes to the games and we are going to have some major releases and I can't wait to play them all. So what I'm going to bring you guys today is my top 5 most anticipated games for this year. And by the way, if you're new on the channel, feel free to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you won't miss a thing. Okay, so let's roll the brand new intro and go on with the video right after this. Okay, my number 1 game, and these are not in any specific order, but I'm going to start with this one because this game is almost here. This game is actually going to be released 17 this month. And of course I'm talking about the brand new Dragon Ball RPG, Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. Now this is my relation with Dragon Ball. When it comes to the anime, I'm a huge fan. I grew up watching Dragon Ball, the classic, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT, and I remember that the first Dragon Ball video game that I played, I believe it was on Sega Saturn. Then I played a couple of Dragon Ball games on the PS1, but during the PS2 era, that to me was the golden age of Dragon Ball games. Yeah, this game right here, Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3, for me, still to this day, the best Dragon Ball Z game ever made. But to be honest guys, after this one, I kinda stopped getting brand new Dragon Ball Z games because, you know, they really look the same to me, but with better graphics. But Dragon Ball Kakarot, well, this is the Dragon Ball Z game that I always wanted to play. We had a couple of Dragon Ball Z RPGs in the past. I remember a couple of ones for the Game Boy Advance, but you know, we're talking about 16-bit, good games, some of them, but it's not that immersive open-world Dragon Ball experience that I want to have with this brand new game, Kakarot. Fortunately, we are going to have the whole Z saga. We are going to have the Saiyans, Freezer, Namek, Cell, Boo, and this is just a wish from my part. I think that this game is going to be amazing, but you know, the icing on the cake for me is that if they are going to be able to put the movie characters. I'm talking about Cooler, I'm talking about Broly, I'm talking about Fusion Reborn, and along the way I think there will be room for improvement, maybe DLCs, I don't know, but yeah, I would love to have the whole Z fighters, you know, with all the bosses, all the movies. Please just make it happen. Nevertheless guys, January 17, I'm getting Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. Now this next game, this is going to be a remake, and a well-deserved one, because until now I think that this game was kind of a hidden gem within the Super Nintendo / Super Famicom, actually Super Famicom because it was an exclusive. And I'm talking about the remake of Seiken Densetsu 3. This game right here guys, Seiken Densetsu 3, well, if Secret of Mana or Seiken Densetsu 2 was good, believe me, this one is even better. The characters, the graphics, the storyline, the mechanics, and in the end it's just a matter of personal taste, but I truly think that this is a superior game in every level. And to be honest, I was not very hyped with the remake of Secret of Mana. Let's just say that I was not very impressed with the presentation of the game, and usually this is just a rule for me. Remakes of 16-bit games or, you know, 2D games, pixel art games, remakes in 3D usually don't work that well for me, but Trials of Mana just looks beautiful. I love the original, I think it is a masterpiece, and the original was actually released on the Nintendo Switch if you guys want to try it out, but this remake really grabbed my attention, and yeah, I just can't wait for Trials of Mana this year. Now, speaking about remakes, and I'm just going to jump right into this one. I'm talking about Final Fantasy VII, the remake. This game right here, the original Final Fantasy VII, was life-changing for me, one of the most iconic JRPGs of all time, and it was groundbreaking at the time when it comes to, you know, the whole 3D gaming, especially 3D RPGs. But truth be told, although this game is a masterpiece for me and for a lot of you, it didn't age that well. I mean, unless you played it back in the day, if you are a kid now, you are going to have, a hard time with this game, playing it this day. And this remake, well, this remake was supposed to be released during the PS3, but finally, we are getting it at the end of the lifespan of the PlayStation 4. What can I say, better late than never, but this remake, this game, this is a very important one. And I just want to say this about this upcoming game. Unfortunately, it's going to be episodical. I believe it's going to be 3 episodes. Like in the original one, it has 3 discs. And am I okay with that? Well, it depends. I can't tell already. I think that it will depend on the content with each episode. And of course that I would prefer to have a complete game, because this episodical thing, it raises some questions and some possible problems in the future. And let's not forget that the first part of the game, or the first episode, is going to be released next March this year for the PS4. And the PS5 is already on the horizon. So I don't want to see cross-generation ports. That would be a huge turn-off for me and probably for a lot of you. But on the other side of the coin, I mean, episodes. Okay, let's bring the first episode. It's going to be Midgar. If they can provide me a completely open exploration experience within Midgar, I think that I'll be okay with that. Brand new content that doesn't interfere with the story plot, maybe some side quests, brand new side quests, brand new interesting NPCs and characters. Just give me a brand new experience with dozens of hours of content, and of course, don't mess up with the story. Maybe it is asking too much, maybe it is not, who knows, but truth be told, and this is the truth, guys, I just can't wait to finally play this remake. Fingers crossed, guys, it is almost here. Now, these next 2 games are PC games, and I know, PC gaming. I have a brand new PC now. And I know, major flaw for my part, guys, but I'm going to make a video about my brand new PC. It's going to happen. I know that I promised this video for last year, but time was against me, but it will happen. Okay, these brand new PC games, one of them is not a PC exclusive, let me tell you that, but I'm bringing out the PC here because I'm going to play it on my PC, on my brand new PC. Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2. And I mean, I did a reaction video of the trailer, you guys can check that out on the description box below. The original Bloodlines was groundbreaking. I mean, if you like the whole World of Darkness universe, if you like Vampire the Masquerade, if you like vampiric themes in video games, I mean, this is a must play. And it was kinda successful back in the day, but it was more of a niche thing, but it became a cult classic. I never thought that we were going to have a sequel, Bloodlines 2, and I mean, from the trailer, and you guys can see that on my reaction, I think that this game is going to be amazing, and I'm super hyped for it. It looks so dark, it looks heavy, it looks scary. And yeah, I just want to be a vampire again in the World of Darkness universe, because we didn't get the MMO, but we are going to get Bloodlines 2, and this is big, this is huge. So if you're looking for a brand new vampiric adventure on a video game, stay tuned for this one, guys. Last but not least, well, this is not a game, this is an expansion, but I had to bring it out, because with a brand new computer, I went back to Azeroth. I went back to World of Warcraft. I skipped Legion, and that was a huge mistake because I'm loving the expansion so far. And I'm going to play Battle for Azeroth as well, because that's where I'm at this moment in the game. But Shadowlands looks awesome. I just can't wait to delve into this brand new reality, Shadowlands. And I mean, the end story of Sylvanas, because I think this is going to be the pinnacle, the ending of her story. And Sylvanas as well, she's always been one of my favorite characters in the Warcraft universe, I mean, since Warcraft 3. And within the Horde, so far, and this is just my personal opinion, she has been the most awesome war chief. And she's always been a villain in a disguise, because she always had her personal agenda. She's very charismatic, she's appealing, and for me, World of Warcraft and Warcraft has always been about the characters and the story. And I just love the brand new features they're bringing with Shadowlands, and yeah, I think this is going to be a turning point in the Warcraft universe. And I will dare to say this, guys, so far, my favorite expansion of World of Warcraft was the Wrath of the Lich King. And I think that, this is just a feeling, that Shadowlands is going to be the Wrath of the Lich King 2.0. So fingers crossed, and yeah, let's wait and see. And there you go, guys. These are my top 5 most anticipated games, brand new releases for 2020. Let me know if you guys are excited about these upcoming games that I've talked about on today's episode. And also let me know down below what are the most anticipated games for you. Let me know what are you hyped for about gaming, about brand new video games in 2020. Happy New Year, guys, and as always, don't forget to put a like on this video, please subscribe to the channel, and take care of yourselves, take care of the gaming community, and game a lot.